Good.
Great. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for taking time out of your busy Monday mornings. I feel like today is the first day of real life again after all these holidays. Um, so, what a better way to start it than talking about business coaching? Um, I'll start first by telling everyone a little bit about who I am and why on earth I started doing coaching for salon owners. I am first and foremost, I'm a hairdresser. I've been started my career almost 30 years ago at a tech center while I was in high school. And that led me to several commission based salons. And when I was 25, I opened my first salon accidentally. I was home on maternity leave and decided when you have a month-old baby, you should definitely open a new business. So I did that, but did that as a chair rental salon. I wanted just a place to be able to take care of my own clients really well and have like an elevated experience for them, which I was not finding at salons in my area. There wasn't the consistency, there wasn't the experience that I wanted them to have. So opened this little tiny salon, 3 chairs, chair rental, and quickly, like ridiculously quickly, filled up all these chairs with all these extra people. We had to move to a bigger location, which is great news. But everyone kind of was like minded. We all had a passion for taking care of people really, really well. And that's kind of the foundation of where we started. Um, as I got older and as this chair rental thing continued, I quickly realized that that wasn't working for me as a business owner. I discovered that my true passion lies with teamwork. It lies in my team. It lies being surrounded by other people. There's a reason I don't do hair in my basement because I don't want to be all by myself. There's a reason why I'm not working in a studio suite because I need other creatives around me to like fuel my fire and keep me motivated. So the chair rental salon, smaller space, grew to a larger space, which then grew to an employment-based salon. I'm very passionate about that model. And I know that the world we live in right now is moving away from that. We have just so many salons either transitioning into chair rental or they're having stylists leave and start their own studio suite or whatever that looks like. And the reason, there's a couple reasons. I'm going to talk about it from a business perspective. So from a business perspective, if I only have chair rental, if I have chairs in my salon that I'm renting, you're really capped out on making any profit or any income. You quickly become a landlord rather than a team member. And again, that goes against kind of my passion. The other thing is that you lose the ability to build and create something bigger for your client experience when everyone is a lone ranger. So based on that, we started transitioning our salon over to being an employment-based salon, and that has worked really, really well for us for probably 10 plus years now. It was a really nice change. It gave us the ability to have um, shared creativity with each other. We were able to share our passions. And then we had common goals that as a leader, I could start to execute within my business. Um, but let me tell you, so many mistakes happened. I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't know how to manage people. There were not like any classes, hair school barely taught me how to do hair, let alone be a manager and understand the number side of the industry that we're in. I had no clue what I was doing. I floundered and made so many mistakes. I don't even know how any employee continued to work for me. It was a hard road of lots of learning and lots of self-discovery. And you know who had to discover the most is me. I had to discover more and be humbled more um, to be able to understand what my team's needs are. So now that I've kind of done some learning, I've done some growth, my passion is to my clients are, yes, the people that I serve behind my chair, but more importantly, my clients are my team. So I take that luxury enhanced experience that I give my clients and I bring that to my team. That is my number one goal, making them happy, giving them the work environment that they're looking for. And I think there's some steps that to be able to do that, I had to go through this process of learning and understanding basically the business side of beauty. I had to understand what I was doing with all that money that was coming in. That's my responsibility. They're working really hard behind that chair and they're paying and they're bringing all this money into my business. What am I doing with it? Am I overpaying myself? Am I overpaying them? Am I spending too much? Did I make sure that the rent got paid and the electric is going to stay on? And like, that's a huge, overwhelming responsibility that sometimes we underestimate how much that can weigh us down as a business owner if we don't have a system in place to help us understand what actually is in that bank account and where it all should go. So that was part of like my learning process as a business owner. And then I was able to implement some systems within my salon that really took care of my team. And it instead of me like being the one that always needed to, I'm sure there's something that you guys feel like this too. Like, am I the only person that refills the shampoo? Am I the only person that knows how to do this or that? Like, same thing at my house. Am I the only person that changes the toilet roll? Like, what in the world? Why doesn't anybody else do it? It's because I didn't set up a system to make sure that it wasn't just me. That again, we're going back to that team and we're creating the team atmosphere. So over the years, I was able to start to implement these things within my own business. And as we gained success, I saw my team growing. I saw my numbers growing. I saw the number of clientele that we were able to take care of growing. Everything was doing really, really well. My oldest son went to barber college, and it opened up my eyes to a whole new world of hair that I didn't know existed. It was kind of like, you're riding either you're on a mountain bike or you're on like a road bike, right? And we're both on a bike, but they're so different. And it opened my eyes of how much need there was in the barbering industry for all of these business side experiences and management experiences that I saw these barbershops lacking. So in 2020, post pandemic, with no employees and no clients, I opened a barbershop. So that led me to, I think, be able to, instead of just sitting here saying, I've owned my salon for 22 years. I've been doing this a long time. I got to get back on the path to building a business again, which many of you are at that level where either you're, maybe 3 to 5 years in your business, maybe you're 10 years in this business and you still don't know what you're doing. And it's just a reaction to all the things that are thrown at you. I want to be able to give you the tools to be able to make successful decisions within your business and really recreate and rebuild that from the inside out. So what is this, 2025? So in December of 24, we celebrated 4 years of the barbershop. I have 6 barbers down there. All my chairs are full. We, on average per month, bring in, I'm going to say easily 120 new clients a month in a 6-chair barbershop. That feels like a win to me. And we do that consistently. So we have a really, really great team. We have really great marketing strategies, and they're all trained within the business of beauty system that I've created that I want to share with all of you. So, the reason that I started coaching was because I hired a coach. I had no idea that there was someone I could ask these questions to. I'm going to just point back really quick to my team mindset. When I changed to an employment base and it's lonely at the top. There's a reason that is a common quote that most of us have heard. There's no one to ask these questions to. I can't call the salon down the, I mean, I could, but the salon down the road around the corner from me is not going to be like, oh, hey, this is how we run payroll. Oh, this is it's like there's a lot of secrets behind the veil. And I'm very tired of the veil. I'm ready for us as salon owners to start having real conversations about our businesses and to share them with each other. Sometimes people ask, like, who's your biggest competitor? Blah, blah, blah. No one's my competitor. I'm not competing with anyone except myself. We are all in this together. And I know that if the salon around the corner from me is growing and winning and successful, it also can mean that I'll be growing and I'll be winning and I'll be successful. We are all in this together, and we need to start sharing and having these conversations with each other. So 2022, I hired my first business coach. He's based in London and Australia, so he's nowhere near here. And I have learned so much from him. A couple of the things I learned from him. You can't go to a one-day class and expect to come home and change your whole business. This process of learning about yourself, learning about what you're looking for, learning about the foundations of how you want to create a business starts with you. And you have to backtrack everything you've been doing, eliminate it, and start over. And that is a step-by-step journey that you need a coach to stand next to you, to cheer you on, to give you some education, to show you the way and help you implement. Otherwise, those changes aren't going to happen. I've been to 1 million hair shows. I've been to 1 million one-day courses where I leave and I promise myself I'm going to make a change and I don't. Because I get home and nobody refilled the shampoo bottle and the toilet paper roll is empty and all the other stuff that gets thrown at us is still there when we get back, and there's no space in my life to create change. And I'm lacking the know-how, right? So I'm going into my third year with my coach. I still have him as a coach. We meet several times a month, and he has really helped me transform my businesses and has been a support as I've been working through this barbershop. So let's quick talk about what coaching actually is. Excuse me. It's not something that is common. I mean, coaching, life coaching, all of that stuff is becoming more common. We're hearing more about it because of social media. But if you think about it in a fitness realm, right? So you have a fitness coach, you have a trainer, you have someone that is accountable, that you're accountable to for making this progress that you promised yourself you would make. I just signed up for a new workout program and I have a coach. It's all online. It's all that stuff. So, we've all heard of those. I'm really cliche in saying, 2025, new year, new me, I guess. But I need that accountability. I need to know that someone is going to text me and be like, hey, did you drink your water today? Did you do your workout? And how's your eating plan going? And I think we need the same thing. If left to our own devices, I get really lazy. I have really good aspirations that I don't follow through with. And it's not because I'm a bad person. It's because we don't have the resources. And so I think coaching is standing alongside salon owners so they can gain the confidence in being the most successful salon owner. So it doesn't mean joining my program means you become robots of the business of beauty. This program is customized to what your passions are, to what your vision is. And it ranges. It could range from a salon that has maybe a lower price point, but sees lots of people. It's that mid-range price point that sees maybe a medium amount of people. It also can apply to that luxury where you're doing 2 to 3 clients a day, really big services, and you're considered that luxury salon. It fits into all the categories and you get to customize it for what works for you. So I give you the tools and lay out the structure, and you get to implement it in the way that you feel fits best for you as the owner. We get to step into our own power as an owner. And sometimes that's really scary and really hard to do. We are getting pushed by our team. We're getting pushed by clients, family, social media. All these outside influences are bouncing around in our head, and we do not know. Bye, Megan. I'm glad you could join. Go do some hair. So we get to weed through all of that and decide what's best for us and what's best for our team and what's best for our future. So let's see. I lost my place in my notes, so let me just make sure I'm not missing anyone. So the way that I approach this system is that if we look at your salon as a house, so you're a house, your salon is home, right? It's home to many people. It's home to our clients. It's home to our staff. It's usually our home away from home. So to be able to build a strong home, we need a foundation. And we need a foundation that is strong and is secure, right? So we feel safe. So we feel like we have somewhere to build these walls, to build the rooms, all the things, right? So the first step of my program is to build the foundation. The foundation starts with you as the salon owner. So what does that mean? It means that we have to figure out who you are, where you came from, and understand your story. We also do a deep dive into what your values are, personal and business. And we also learn about your leadership style. So we take all three of those things, we build that strong foundation of our house, and then we start building with our team and we build up, right? So we bring the team on board and we get their feedback. They each have their own story. They each have their own values, and they each have their own leadership style. So I like to build leaders within my salon. Not everyone looks at it that way, but I think, all of us have our own like little mini business in our chair, even if we're part of a greater thing. So, we need to understand, maybe you have people in your salon that are trainers and educators for the new kids coming up. So those are leadership styles. Maybe you have management, things like that we need to incorporate. So we bring your team in on the conversation. This isn't just about you. If our focus is team, it's about everyone involved. It's about everyone who lives in that house. And so I teach you how to bring these new systems and these new values and create a foundation for your salon to grow on. So the other thing that I just want to add as we're discussing values, by understanding and knowing your story and your system of values, you are able to hire, fire, train, make business decisions, buy new products. What else? Decide how to spend your money, all based on your values. You are no longer floundering about like, oh gosh, do we pick up another line? Are we going to bring this in? Are we going to do this? Is this going to? No, because you're just going to say, does this coincide with what our value system is? There's no more guessing. Does this new employee fit in this salon? Well, I don't know. Does it fit with your value system? Is this current employee that I've hired that's been working for me for many years, do they still fit in with my value system, or are we on different pages? So it's a nice way to be able to have conversations, especially hard conversations with staff, because if there is someone that isn't maybe following a system that you've put in place, you just bring it all back to value. And it's not about them being a bad person. It's not about you needing to be mean. It's basically just saying like, hey, this is our business and this is what we believe in, and we no longer have matching values anymore. So that helps. Just that's a little side note, but that is a really great benefit of going through this program. um so we get the team on board. We set goals. So we track your numbers every month going through this program. So we can help successfully grow the numbers of your business. The numbers we track are service totals, excuse me, retail numbers, how many clients visited in that week, how many new clients came in, and then also what your average ticket is. And we track those so you can see as you start implementing these new systems, all of those numbers tell a story. And we dive deep into that. What are those service totals? What story does that tell? What do the retail totals tell? How many clients are coming in? How many new clients are coming in? Those correlate with a system that's already been built in your salon. And that average ticket also tells a story about your client experience. What are they experiencing when they're coming in? That number correlates to what your staff is doing behind the chair. It answers all your mystery questions about what is this team doing and where are we going. It opens the veil. There's no more mystery. It all points to a specific number. I think we lost her. I'll just quickly keep going with this so we can get through this. So we follow team targets and find greater success for you and for them. We customize your client experience, which is the foundation of what I built both of my businesses on, is really truly wanting an elevated client experience for each person that walks through our door. We create an employee experience. So my employees are my client as the salon owner. So I need to make sure that their day-to-day experience is what they're looking for. That gives you longevity within your business of making sure that your employees are the right fit for you and you're the right fit for them. We dive into budgets and numbers. We were just talking about this before the call started amongst some of the Monaco Blue team. So a lot of us as salon owners, because we have consistent money coming in every single day, we don't actually know if like all the bills are paid, all the debt was paid, all of that. Is there any money left in our bank account? We have no idea because we have no idea what's going in and out every day. So I have a whole system that you will start to implement of being able to track your actual numbers. And I'm going to put all of you on a budget because we all need a budget, just like we do at our homes with our families. We need a budget. We need to be responsible with this money that our stylists are working hard to bring in. We're responsible for that. And that's a big thing. So we need to educate ourselves on how to track that money and how we spend it wisely. We work on marketing and strategies to attract new clients and keep the clients we have. I have a keep in touch strategy that helps you find out why clients aren't returning. Why do they come for one appointment and never come back? Why haven't they been back in a year? And so we go through a whole entire month just focusing on marketing strategies. P.S., a huge part of your marketing strategy is your story and your value system. That just solves a million question marks about like, what do I post today? If your postings don't align with your story and your value system, nobody is going to know who you are, and you're not going to attract that perfect client for you and for your salon and for your team. So we work on setting up a marketing and social media strategy for potentially the next 6 months. You can continue to implement the method endlessly once you learn these tools. And then as our system wraps up and I'm almost done teaching you everything, we go through and we plan the year ahead for you. So you do your plan individually, but we do it together with support. We do it together with accountability. So you know where you're going when this coaching system is, completed. So that feels really empowering too, to know that you can go through this program and you can step away and you can start to independently implement some of the things that you've learned. Biggest question: how does this work? What does this mean? Um, I have written this program to be a 6-month program. It's all Zoom based. So we have 2-hour-long Zoom calls a month that are live and or recorded. Ideally live, but recorded also works because I understand that we're really, really busy. You also have where we will, I'm gonna back up, sorry. We're gonna do the 2 recorded calls a month or live calls where you will get education, accountability, and future homework, which means this program is for serious people that want to seriously empower themselves and make change within their business. So because I've done this before, I have seen growth happen, not only personally within the hearts and minds of the salon owners I've worked with, but also in their bank accounts, also in their team relationships. So to be able to do that, I've created this where we do education, we do accountability, and then you do the homework, and then we bring it back together at the next call. So that follows every month, twice a month for 6 months. And you also have access to me anytime you need it. We can book a quick little touch-up call. You can email me. You have access. I will, give you that personalized individual attention to make sure that you're successful in this program. I don't want to see people sign up for this program and feel lost, feel confused, feel like they're not getting value from me. So I want to make sure that we have enough touch points that you have access to me whenever you need it. We discussed this already, but I will also help you track your goals. And so we know exactly what areas your salon needs to work on. So maybe you have a really, really good service total, but maybe you have a really low average ticket. So we help to balance those and set goals for you as a salon, the big, and for each individual stylist. So you can start having the coaching with your team. You basically become a coach. So we teach, we have accountability, we do the work, and we start implementing within our business. This program gives a lot of value to the salon owner. You get to walk away with basically a degree in being the expert in your salon. That is it's been a huge value to me since I've invested in myself. And so what I ask for this program is $500 a month. It's PayPal, so it's auto pay. I try to make it really easy as possible. So you do $500 a month for 6 months, and then we can go from there on, future touch-ups or future appointments if you feel like you need that. I am starting my next round of programs on January 16th. So it's not very far away. And I'm excited to see who is able to join this program. So first call will be January 16. We'll have 2 calls in January, and then we'll go from there every month for the next 6 months. Deadline for sign up is, I wrote that down somewhere. Oh, it's January 12th. So it doesn't give you much time. We're the 6th. It gives you 6 days to think about and decide who the owner that you're going to be, the salon that you're going to have in 2025 could be built on this foundation instead of continuing on the path of all the question marks and the stress and the backpack that you have to carry on this journey full of all kinds of other people's problems. You can take off that backpack and feel lighter and feel successful and really truly take ownership of your salon. I want to help you be able to do that. So how do you sign up? How do you move forward? You can contact me at hello@thebusinessofbeautycoach.com. And that would be, that would be right. That's the email. Email me. You can also reach out to your Monaco Blue rep and be like, hey, how do I connect with Sara? I want to talk more about this program. I have questions for her. I'm not sure if I want to sign up, or I'm ready to go. I'm ready to stop doing what I've been doing all these years, and I'm ready to make a change and feel empowered. So at the end of your 6 months with me, you will have created the foundations for a marketing strategy for the next year. You will have specific goals for you and for your individual team members for the next year. You will have an understanding of where all of that money is going and how to wisely spend it. You will finally start enjoying your job. I got to a point in my career where I didn't want to go to the salon anymore. I was tired. I was overwhelmed. I was stressed out, and I didn't know where to go. And I, at the end of this 6 month program, promise you that you will no longer have those feelings. You will enjoy going to your salon again. You will enjoy spending time with your team, and you will enjoy the work that you do behind the chair if you're still a stylist behind the chair. I want to see every salon owner within our community continue to grow and continue to get stronger, because it's the best thing for the greater good of our industry. So let's invest in ourselves this year. Let's start the year off right with education, inspiration, accountability, and teamwork. And I think we really can start to change ourselves this year. And I want to be on your team to help you do that. Does anyone have any questions? I think I got through my, who am I? What are we doing? Why are we doing this? And why should I sign up? Are there any questions before we end the call?
Sarah, can you add your email to the chat? I did add your website and your Instagram handle.
Yes. I would love to.
Thank you.
Oh, I got to hit the chat. It's like my first time on Zoom. All right. Nobody judge you can hear me typing. Don't judge how slow I'm typing. I'm a bad typer. So beautycoach.com. There's that. Oh yeah, good idea. The Instagram's on there. Any other questions? All right. Well, apparently I covered everything that there is to cover. So thank you all for joining in. Thank you to Monaco Blue for being such a huge support and advocate of this system. And I look forward to a really exciting 2025 with everyone.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you very much.
We will
Thank
share this with the team too. So thank you so much.
All right. Thank you. I hope you all have
very
a great
much.
rest of your day.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, now it's all Asia.